We're live. All right, great. Great to be live. First, I would like to welcome you all to the Refugee Center. My name is Abdullah Dawood. This is Anisa Khan. This is Natasha. We are the Refugee Center team here at Montreal, Concordia University. We're located in the FG building in the fourth floor, unit 402. We're the nice part of the FG building. So you're more than welcome to come and check us out. So I'm going to give you guys all a quick rundown of the Refugee Center and services. We started kind of unofficially in 2013, but more officially in 2015. We wanted to kind of focus on three main areas of integration when it came to newcomers that we felt were lacking within the community. So first was being academic aid and orientation. There's a large newcomer population in Canada, specifically refugees and asylum seekers, and a lot of the time they're not too familiar with how the university structure works here. So what we do is we create a program to allow them to get their prerequisites in order for them to apply to Concordia. So one of the biggest things a lot of them are missing, although it's a very easy get, is English proficiency examinations. So IELTS or TOEFL. In our first year of operations, our classes were around like 10, maybe 12 people per session. And then for the entire year, we had like signups up to like 250 people. So through that program, we were able to average a large number of refugees getting admitted to Concordia. I think our first year was around 100. And then from there, it's been kind of up and down from that number, plus or minus about 5. Because it's the only thing that they're missing, it was quite easy to get into it. However, we quickly discovered why we wanted to offer it was we were the only kind of resource that offers this type of training in the entirety of Quebec for refugees and newcomers for free. Along with that, we also offer, the French classes. There's also available to all Concordia students for free. We do different workshops and trainings for resume help, anything like that. Also job placements for newcomers. So that would kind of overtake our kind of academic and orientation part of our organization. Our second part is what we call economic integration, and we kind of want to do that in a very kind of unique, innovative way. We want to really leverage kind of the best of what Concordia has to offer with it as well. We realized quickly that in the Montreal economy, a lot of the jobs are shifting towards more tech-oriented skills. So what we did is that we worked with a bunch of other tech companies, and we created our own kind of programming classes, whether it be web design, whether it be data science, whether it be Android development and mobile development in kind of a boot camp format. So you go anywhere between 8 to 12 weeks. Individuals can join the class for free. We take a deposit, they get a deposit back to the end of the class as long as they're there. And they come up with a new skill set that they can use for new internship programs. It's a good way for us to try to get people into Concordia, into software engineering, computer science department, or computational arts. And it's been quite successful. I think every time we put a class up, they're sold out instantly. And we also try to create like innovative solutions, like tech solutions, for problems that we see that exist in Canada and Montreal. So for example, we work with the engineering department with their capstone teams. In our first year, we created a project called Luna AI, which was a chatbot that leveraged like natural language understanding and processing to conversate with newcomers who are applying to become refugees in any language of choice. It'll be socially engineered in a way that we were able to extract certain answers that we're looking for. And from there, we were able to auto-populate their entire refugee claim. So pages up to 120 pages were built almost within 15 to 20 minutes. We got really good recognition for that app. Actually, we won capstone that year. We got recognition from the UNHCR, which is the United Nations high commissioners for refugees. And yeah, we've been doing capstone ever since, and we have a lot of interesting projects. You can go to devblock.ca or our website to check them out at refugeecenter.org. And we've been winning capstone consistently every year since then. So I think this is 4 years in a row we've done it, and 4 years we've kind of been getting really good and successful projects. And then lastly is our social integration. So how we do social integration is very simple. All our services are available to all Concordia students, whether you're a newcomer, a refugee, or whatever, it's fine. Because we encourage that type of like in classroom or in community kind of interaction that expands our social network. So, a lot of our programming classes is usually a mixture of both, and that's how they end up getting to meet new people. And it's a very fun kind of vibe going forward. And sorry, pop up. But yeah, and what else? Did I miss anything else from that trifecta? So that's us in a nutshell. But we also, aside from the services, we also participate in a lot of other things. So, for example, we have a legal aid clinic. So that legal aid clinic aids all newcomers or international students at Concordia who are looking to claim refugee status. So I think this past year we had, actually this past 2 years, sorry, we had anywhere between 18 to 22 cases. 4 students who are at Concordia who either came here as international students or were here on a small study permit for less than a year or for 1 year to do their master's, and due to specific issues that were occurring, could not return, so they needed to claim refugee status here. Our legal aid clinic does this completely free of charge. We do the entire process from A to Z, and it's available. Obviously, our confidentiality is there. Our confidence for all the student population to use. We also help with immigration papers, work permits, study permits, all this stuff free of charge for all the students. We also sponsor refugees every year, so we sponsor on average 10. It's about a 2-year process every time we try to sponsor somebody. So once we do sponsor, they do come here about a year and a half to 2 years after. And the way we do our sponsorship is through our first priority is through family unification. So basically, any existing Concordia students who have a brother, sister, or family member that they think can come to Concordia, we do the family unification and we do the paperwork. We come to sponsor and we bring them to Canada and take care of all the stuff we need to take care of for the first year. And lastly, we offer the Refugee and Immigrant Bursary Fund, which has actually seen an increase in applications lately due to COVID. But basically, it's a bursary for all refugees and newcomers. Depending on the situation, we'll be asking a few questions, they fill out the application, and they can get some aid for tuition and for living expenses. So I'd like to share a few things with you to show you all like what we usually do annually and our past successes. I'm going to share the screen. So this is the page on our website. So it's the refugeecenter.org. The center is spelled with an R-E. We have annual events, so social events such as a holiday party. We had one right before COVID for Christmas, and it was quite a hit actually. We had, how many people showed up?
Like 100 at least.
100, yeah, 100. So it was really, really good. It was people from all around the world. It was very, very diverse. And it was very, very interesting selection of music the entire time. So that was very fun. Also on our website, by the way, if you would like, we're online every day from 10 to 4. If you'd like to chat with us about our services and what we do. In the summer, we also have like other social events, like I said. So we have a basketball tournament. Obviously, we can't do it this summer. But I'm actually going to play a really cool video that we got done we had about 2 summers ago because we switched to soccer at the time. But let me pull up full screen.
You're joining us for the second edition of Squish Montreal, organized by the Refugee Center. We've had 3-on-3 basketball games going on all day. We've had great barbecue provided by Untitled Chapter. We're really thankful for the whole community for coming out and supporting our cause and really helping us fund all of our operations and everything we do to help refugees and immigrants here in Montreal.
So that was the first video. So yeah, we do that every year. So hopefully when things calm down a bit and we're allowed to have more outdoor activities, that's something we can do. Another thing that we do on an annual basis is a hackathon. So because we're so involved in the tech community, we try to create basically a hackathon every year that highlights social issues revolving around migration in Montreal. The hackathon usually lasts like a full 24 hours. It gets sponsored by a lot of big names. Like we've had Google, Microsoft, IBM, SAP. I know we've had like at least over 40 or 50 sponsors from the community, and there's a lot of great prizes. A lot of the projects that come out of it, we do try to actually have them live. So it's not kind of like a demo. It is actually something that we try to implement. So I'll play a video of the first hackathon that we did that we did with Faith. We have others on our YouTube channel, but this one.
Is a nonprofit, non-governmental organization that was founded in 2015, and its goal is to help refugees integrate through the academic sector, the social sector, and the economic sector.
The Refugee Center is composed of students and alumni who are just actively involved in integrating refugees.
We also have a database of different volunteers and different folks in our social innovation catalyst network. So we tackle refugee integration through 3 sectors: academic, social, and economic. So through the academic one, we actually offer IELTS preparation classes in our office here, as well as French classes. We also offer academic counseling and guidance. Socially, we organize a lot of events to help refugees and immigrants mix with local community members. And then economically, we have our social innovation catalyst DevBlock, where we help them start their own.
So the purpose of DevBlock is that it serves as a social innovation catalyst. It helps refugees start their own businesses along with community members and helps with job training and job training. Human AI is one of our star projects here at DevBlock. It's an artificial intelligence that helps guide asylum seekers and refugee claimants through the application process by conversating with them as a chatbot that extracts information and builds up GPS version.
Block Hacks, our upcoming hackathon, is a 24-hour event that we've organized with UNHCR, and the goal is to have attendees try to find solutions to one of the biggest challenges that the UNHCR faces when it comes to refugees.
So one of the coolest things about hackathons is the partnerships that we build. We've partnered up with really big corporations, organizations such as Google, IBM, United Nations Refugee Agency, JetBrains. So we get to work together with them to actually hack it and solve social problems.
So we're here at the John Wilson Building for the Block Hacks Hackathon organized by the Refugee Center, DevBlock, and UNHCR for 24 hours, and we're about to find out the results. For more information on what we do and how you can help, you can check out our website, refugeecenter.org, and our various social media.
So yeah, you can tell we were laughing about that entire video because it looked like work. It was 24 hours, so it was pretty exhausting at the end. And then so yeah, those are super fun. Honestly, they really bring out a large part of the community. We usually have around 300 people show up to these things, and it's really cool to see a bunch of different people get together to actually try to solve different issues and bring their expertise. And then we also do, for example, like I said, different strategies to try to get newcomers involved in the job market. Then we try to open up all these opportunities, not just to newcomers, but to all Concordia students. So we did a career fair about a year and a half ago, which was actually very fun as well. So I'll play the video for that. And you say you don't want me to? It's okay. The whole point of videos is that they don't have to listen to us. They can see the video. Yeah.
I work with the Refugee Center. And today we're at the ED building at Concordia University, where we organized a career fair with the engineering and computer education of Concordia.
Our cocktail at John Moulton. A big thank you to all the people that showed up today, the participants, employers, recruiters, and all of the sponsors. For more information on the Refugee Center, check us out on our social media.
So that website, that video was nice and simple, short and sweet. All right, let's go back to this page. Perfect. So yeah, this is a small list of our annual events. We do other things throughout the year. We host different workshops, but this is all the stuff we have documented in video. We're also very proud of what we do, and we've achieved a lot of different accolades for our work. And we've gotten recognition in the news or from different organizations. And these are examples of here is me and Amro. So Amro is actually a Concordia student, one of the Hackathon teams, talking about their innovations and their projects to help the refugee community. And those are kind of the examples we give out. Should I play this one? No, it's a bit long. Oh, no. It's 5 minutes.
300,000 immigrants per year to maintain economic growth. Of those 300,000, 5 to 10% of them are refugees. And an overwhelming majority of them become citizens. They come from all around the world, from countries such as China, Ukraine, and Colombia, and they work a variety of different jobs to help maintain Canada's economic strength. So, let's celebrate over 150 years of welcoming refugees.
On the website, no?
Right across the country, and I'm joined by two gentlemen who are helping with that. I have Abdul Dawood, Executive Director of the Refugee Center. Welcome to the show. It's great to have you here. And Amr Murad, who is a software developer. Great to have you here as well, guys. Remember, you said during the break that you might do some rap for us here. I might call you out. All right. We'll see. We'll get to that in a bit. But let's first of all talk about the Refugee Center and tell us about the great work that you do.
Well, thanks also for having us on. It's a pleasure. Nice. Well, Refugee Center is basically a non-for-profit that started in 2015. We wanted to kind of target the landscape and do something that other non-for-profits are not doing when it comes to refugees. That's economic integration. So we targeted the tech sector as being the up-and-coming sector here in Montreal, and we help educate refugees and help them give them job training in the tech sector. So we do coding boot camps, We help them start their own startups, their own development projects. We have 6 teams right now in our DevBlock Social Innovation Catalyst, ranging from ideas such as Luna AI that we'll talk about later, and also a custom hot sauce company called Custom Eats, where you actually get to make custom hot sauce and it goes to your door. So refugees are being quite creative, and they're doing this with the community. That's the great part about it.
Well, I can tell you, myself and a lot of the crew, we're hot sauce fans, so I'm getting the website from you before you go. Amber, how did you get involved with the Refugee Center?
Yeah, so I'm pretty passionate about human rights, one of my passions, and I'm always looking to bridge the gap between my expertise, so to speak, technology, and making an impact and social impact in life. And so he came up to me with the pitch, with the idea. We want to help the application process, we want to increase the efficiency, and I was all on board with it.
And that's where Luna AI comes in. This is an app that you've helped create. Tell us about the app. How does it work?
Yeah, so essentially the problem is the bottleneck and the lack of efficiency, and there's so many people applying right now. Yeah, as you can see right now, so it's a bot, the app. Okay. What we do is we take the PDF forms, the application forms, we group content sections of it into logical sections so that we can kind of ask them in a more conversational way, more human way to the sound speaker. And then we extract the information from what their answers are. We then map them back to the original PDFs, we send it to them, and then they have the application fill without even seeing the application form themselves.
That's amazing. So, you know, when you get to, is it a team that puts this together? Is that the idea?
Yeah, so we're a group of software engineering students at Concordia, and we're developers, and we're really on board ever since we came up with this project. We're all on board, and we're really committed to see this through to the end, hopefully in May when the project releases.
And Abdullah, this is one of 6 teams, right? Yeah. That are working. So what are some of the other projects that the teams are working
on? So we have another project called Compass. Compass is a very interesting project that actually helps newcomers navigate through Montreal and the Canadian system through the application. So, for example, if you need to find out how to get housing here, you kind of get complicated. Like, what's a 2.5? What's a 1.5? What's a 3.5? And then, so it'll actually ask you what you're looking for, and I'll put an actual convenient page with all the different listings. So, book appointments for you to get your health card done, or go get an appointment done with a doctor. It'll help you navigate through the Canadian system through an application. We also have a project coming up in January with a couple of refugees that are going to create a virtual classroom where artificial intelligence will actually teach you language and teach you different things. So that way refugees and asylum seekers are more prepared before they come to Canada. And one of the great things about Luna AI as well is that it kind of helps the Canadian government navigate through all of this. Yeah. It kind of eliminates the bottleneck.
It helps everybody.
Exactly, right?
Really
so we don't need translators anymore. We don't need clerks, because you can actually, when the project is done, you can actually speak to it in Spanish or Arabic or Creole, and it'll output the document in English. So that's the cool part. So, you know, there is this gap between the tech and innovation world and the non-for-profit world, and we're trying to bridge that gap.
Well, you're doing a great job. I mean, Amber, have you had a chance to get feedback from refugees that are using
the great thing about the Refugee Center is that they have refugees come in-house, right? And that's where we work from the Refugee Center. So we're able to just show the app at any time to refugees. Say, hey, when you did your application, would this have helped you? And is this a good user experience? How would we change it? How would you feel about this application? It's really easy to get quick feedback from refugees.
Abdullah, we're running out of time. Just quickly, you have an upcoming event called Block Hacks. Tell us quickly about that.
So it's a hackathon. It's a 24-hour event. We teamed up with UNHCR, so it's the United Nations Refugee Agency. And they're giving us actually a real-time problem that they're facing right now internationally and domestically. And we're giving the community and participants 24 hours to hack it. We're going to have great workshops there from industry. So Google will be there, IBM will be there. We're sponsored by JetBrains. So we're having this great community support, especially from industry, especially from participants. We're expecting over 300 people, hopefully over 400 after this show. But,
I guarantee that. Listen, just after hearing what you guys have described and the great work that you're doing, congratulations to all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Blockhacks.com, by the way, if you want to sign up and register and get over that 400 mark. We'll be back with more BC right after this.
Yeah, so that was fun. Just let you guys all know the coffee mugs in the actual video are real. So if you ever end up doing all those sets, it's usually a cost of that. All right. What else do we have going on? So yeah, so I'm not gonna play that video. I think there's a little more boring videos, but there is another international organization. Well, national organization, actually, Pathway Prosperity, that mainly deals with newcomer integration. We won kind of their award to highlight new practices, like innovative practices, and they did an interview with us on that. We won that award last year. Actually, at the beginning of this year. Beginning of this year, yeah. So you can check that out on our website. We had a media campaign with the UN as well, where we created a digital ad that actually showed up in all the movie theaters when the Marvel movie came out. So that was very, very cool. All across Canada. So we went there, we went and watched, and it was fun as well. But it was really good exposure for what we do in our work. We were written about in the UNHCR. Concordia was written about us. We've gotten titles, accolades all over. And then lastly, one of the things that was really, really cool that we got to participate on was our participation, at the House of Commons. The government invited us to speak in Parliament, and we got to speak in front of the Committee for Immigration, and they recognized us for our work, and we got to give recommendations based on what we do and what we experience. There's a video on that as well. I feel like I played enough videos. I don't want to bore them. Yeah, for sure. And Filippo, so Filippo Grande, if you guys don't know, is not related to Ariana Grande. So Filippo Grande is the the UN High Commissioner for the UNHCR. Basically, he's the director of the entire organization. He's stationed in Geneva. When he came to visit Canada to talk to the Prime Minister, we were the only NGO that he visited in Canada at the time when she came because of our work. And we did a presentation. They tweeted about us. That's a picture of all of us. That's a picture of all of us together with the refugees and with the staff. We also got to advise the Canadian government on everything that we got to do and how successful we are. So with the federal government, we had basically policy initiatives where we participated, and our policies actually were drafted into different programming that the Immigration Canada has put forward. We were very proud of that as well. Those were tweets about it, and there's videos for it online as well. You can all watch that. But that was in a nutshell. Now go back. So basically, aside from the things that we offer, what we've already accomplished, we're still existing. We're still pushing things through, even though COVID-19 is ongoing. We just switched everything online. So, for example, all our IELTS or French classes, or conversational circles, all that kind of stuff is now done through Microsoft Teams, right? Yeah. Through Microsoft Teams. So it's all online. You can still book an appointment with us. It's all virtual. We will see people in person only if it's absolutely necessary. Like, for example, there are legal aid cases that require something to be done not online and in person. So we do that. I'm going to show you really quick how you can book an appointment with us on our website. I'm going to share the screen. So if you go on our website, you can book an appointment, this page will come up. These are the 4 different things we can do. So there's orientation sessions. Basically, if we're new, we can sit down with you. It should kind of sit down for about an hour, a little bit more. If it's with Canada, probably about 6 hours. But we sit down and we discuss with you all different things that you kind of have to know to get integrated here. How the metro system works, how to get your health card, how to do all the things that you need to do to get integrated quite quick into the system. And then there is legal aid consultation. So like I already said, if you need to claim refugee status, need help with current resident forms, work permits, study permits, all that kind of stuff, you book an appointment and we'll set up a phone call or a Zoom session with you. For that, academic aid, so basically if you're already admitted, if you just got admitted to Concordia, if you help getting admitted to Concordia, we kind of established a good network with Concordia University to do this, and we've done it more than enough times now that's becoming quite easy. So we help you with that and create the best path forward for you based on your background. Employability, you would have a session here with Anissa where she can walk you through. Actually, I'm going to let you say what you do.
So essentially what I do is I can help you build your CV. If you've already have one, I can proofread it, make sure that it makes sense for the job you're applying to. I can help you find jobs that you want, and then also guide you through the interview process. It can be a bit daunting, especially if it's your first time, and so that's what I can do. I can also help guide you through new career choice. A lot of times people come to Canada and they have to start a whole new career path. So those are some of the things that I can offer.
Perfect. So I just go through, for example, we can go orientation. Oh, you can Natasha on here. Great. Kinan. And then those are times you'd be available, you book it, you get a small questionnaire just so we can know some information. So it helps us prep for the meeting, and then you would review and book it. So it's quite easy, quite simple, and pretty straightforward. I'm going to share our website again. And here you would see our numbers thus far. So like how many consultations have we done thus far? How many refugees do admit per year? Students registered in our different classes. So our numbers are quite high, and that's because we've been growing at a very good rate. We just got some good news today. We're also going to be expanding our services to mental health services. So we'll be doing different mental health workshops and one-on-one sessions with professionals for students who are impacted by COVID-19 or newcomers who are impacted by COVID-19 and what's going on. And one of our capstone projects is also going to be launching somewhat soon called My Journey, which will help basically update newcomers on all the new existing services around them through kind of an interactive format throughout Canada and nationally. So if you want to get involved with us, you can just join our mailing list, or you can email us and we can send you a volunteer form of what you could, like, we get a couple of questions about what you do, what your background is academically, maybe what interesting things that you can offer, and we can kind of structure the volunteer opportunity around that. We have, how many interns do we have now? 8 that are working with us. So that's very cool. And we're always looking for help. We're always looking to get more people involved. So if that's something you're interested in, please contact us through our website. It's very user-friendly. I think that's it. Anything else I missed, Natasha?
No, I think we covered.
We covered it all? We covered it all. Perfect. I'm looking at you, moderator. Do we have any questions? Any people interested in different things or something that we touched upon? Oh, yeah, I guess we're ready to go. Perfect. So yeah, again, if you want to reach out to us, if you want to get to know more about us, even if you need to use any of our services, please go on our website.
Chat with us if you're confused about anything. We can let you know, help you out.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day and the semester, and stay safe, everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.